Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Marty. Hope you're having just a wonderful day. I have, obviously, you can tell by all the background noise and vehicles. I have just dropped off the kiddos at school and walking back home. Well, I hope everyone's having a good start to their Tuesday. Can you believe it? It's the 27th of February. We're down to the last 2 days of the second month of this year. And wow, 2018 is just moving right along. Well, it is good to be with each and every one of you this morning. I want to share with you something that's very dear to my heart this morning. And matter of fact, I just posted an article on Facebook. It's called Adversities Are an Opportunity. I would appreciate it if you would take time while you're on Facebook today to look up that article, read it, like it, and share it. And I have written that article, blog if you will, pretty much from this book right here, Through the Eyes of a Lion by Levi Lusko. What an incredible book, what an incredible story that this man and his family has lived through. And it reminded me of, I just can't believe it, I actually just forgot it, but just a few days ago, on the 20th of this month, I've celebrated 10 years in my life, to where 10 years ago, on Wednesday, February the 20th, I was sitting on the edge of my bed that morning, looking off into the future of my life, reflecting on where I had been, all that I had gone through, what I'd come through, and what lay ahead of me in my future. And as I sat there on my bed that morning and I stared off into the future of my life and reflecting on what was lying ahead of me, the Lord just kind of sat down next to me and said these words. He said, "Son, adversity is an opportunity. Stick your nose into the wind, spread your wings, and soar." I will never forget those words that the Lord had spoke to my heart 10 years ago as I was facing new adversities, new opportunities. And in reading this book by Levi Lusko this week, it has been incredibly awesome and powerful. I have absolutely enjoyed every moment of this read. Good morning, Corey. And so I wrote this article last night and posted it this morning, and I'd really like for you guys to go take a look at it. But I want to talk to you about adversity and opportunity. Hey, it's good seeing you, Corey. God bless you, man. And you know, we fail to realize that opportunities come disguised many times in our adversity, in our greatest moments of suffering. Do you realize that just as much of that it's a fact that you and I are going to die someday? I mean, it's just a proven fact that humans die. We don't live forever here on this earth. And just like it's a fact that, hey, we're Americans, but we're going to have to pay taxes. That's just right around the corner. But it's also a known fact that we as human beings, we're going to suffer. There are going to be tragic moments in our life. There's a couple of things that I've learned about suffering, is that there is suffering that happens without any participation on our part. And what do I mean? There are moments in life where suffering take place that it happened. It came out of nowhere, and it just lambasted our life without us having any say in the situation. And we've seen those kinds of tragedies in life where great sorrow and grief has taken place. But I've also learned that many times, like myself, many of us create the problems that lead to the adversity. But nonetheless, even though we've made the choices, in which I sure did, that lead to those adverse moments, we can learn from them. And there is something wonderful that happens through our adversity that leads us to opportunity. And that's really what this book right here is all about in Levi Lusko's story. It's incredible. I just challenge you to pick it up and read it. It's a quick read. It's not a long, hard read. But wow, what a great story. But it's also things that I've learned through my own personal adversities and trials and all the suffering that, heck, I put myself and my family through. And here's what I want to encourage you with this morning is hidden in the midst of your adversity, there are diamonds and nuggets of truth that are so valuable to life that you're now being granted the opportunity by going through your suffering, by having to deal with what adversities you've gone through in life, that you are now going to be able to share with the world. You see, it's not wasted unless we choose to waste it. Our struggles, our fights, our adversities really can become the platform by which we can reach more people, and that we can comfort those around us. It can actually create our platform for success. And I'm not saying that in a greedy fashion, in that we should seek success in order to, to gain our own selfish worth. But it creates a platform for success so that we can impact more lives for the good, for truth, for positive, for a greater outcome. I've been blessed in all that I've gone through, that God has saw fit to use my story and my life as an opportunity. And as ugly and as dark and as painful and horrible as the suffering was in my life, it's through that I'm even now doing these videos. A year and a half ago, I felt like all the doors had closed on me. I'd been working hard on a number of things and building business and having some success, but having far greater failures. And I was learning through all of it. And I felt like the doors had closed. And I knew God had placed in my heart to speak and to teach, to be one who can speak life and encouragement and to speak to masses of people. But I felt like the doors had closed. And then Facebook comes out with Facebook Live. And I was nudged to move in this direction. And that's why I do what I do. And there's just been incredible results from this. So let me share one of them with you. Because remember, our adversities produce our greatest opportunities. We have got to discover what is hidden deep within. The diamonds that are in the rough. The golden nuggets that are pressed under the crust of this earth, and the value that is made when pressure is applied. Last Friday, I posted my In Your Face Friday video, and it was viewed. And listen, Brett and Amy, if you're seeing this today, I just want to share your story. Brett's an old high school friend that, frankly, I have not seen in more than 30 years. We graduated together in 1987. And that was the last time I saw most of my friends from high school, was graduation. And Brett and I played football together in Kingwood, Texas. And he happened to catch my video on Friday. And he liked it and he shared it. And I appreciate that, Brett, and I appreciate what he wrote. And all he said very simply in his post was very inspiring. Well, he also shared my In Your Face Friday from last week with his wife, Amy. And they both started commenting on that video. So if you go back to Friday's video and you start looking at the comments, you can see their comments below. I have never met Amy in my life. I have not seen Brett in more than 30 years. And the incredible comments that they placed there. And Amy shared with me just how she and Brett are living for Christ, but because of my video, they made a recommitment to one another in their marriage and to their life with Christ. And wow, that just it has blown me away. And I hear these things from time to time from viewers like you. Good morning, Lynetta. And I am just I'm just overwhelmed by it. You see, because my greatest adversities in life that I've gone through in the past 16, 17 years of my life are now creating my greatest opportunities for success in life. Not for selfish gain. I will gain from it, but for the opportunities to make a difference in so many lives. I want to encourage you today, whatever you're going through, it may be hell in the moment, but allow your hell to forge your purpose so that you can become all of the greatness that you were designed and created for. Because you have been created for greatness, and our God will allow us to go through some of the darkest moments in order for Him to produce our greatest purpose. And I want you to understand that. Go find your opportunity in your greatest moments of suffering and pain. It's incredible. I really don't. I've got to figure out a way to better describe this, but I know that it's real because it's happened in my life. So I want to encourage everyone this morning, whatever you're facing, your adversities, let this book, let my story, let so many others be the opportunities to help you find comfort and then go make your greatness happen. So everybody, get out there, have a great Tuesday. God bless you. May you prosper at everything that you do. And don't take for granted everything that comes along in your life. And don't shun it either, because your darkest hours will produce your greatest moments in life. God bless everyone. Take care, and we'll see you right back here again tomorrow.